All right, guys, about to go into the finals of a Battle for Zendikar draft. We are 2-0, looking to go 3-0. Our deck has not encountered a huge amount of resistance yet and has been very strong, and I've drawn well. So those two things, hard to overcome for our opponents so far. I think I keep this. We have Endless One as a 2-drop, like in a worst-case scenario, and in like the normal world where chances are we draw a few lands, it's even better. So I think it's pretty good. I probably don't play Endless One as a 2-1, 2-2 unless I feel like I really need to be dropping a 2-drop, but on the play, that's probably not going to happen. We do need to draw a land here. That is not a land. Do I play Endless One here? I don't think so, not yet. If I miss another land drop, I may need to. So that's worth keeping in mind. And we did not. So playing Endless One as a 3-3 definitely is better, and I think I just go for that. Opponent probably an ally deck, but may not be. They may be in the same archetype we are, actually. We have two good removal spells and Lantern Scout coming out next turn, followed by potentially another ally who will get all buffed up by that. So it's pretty sweet, I think. You need to draw one more land, and we did not. But we're going to play our Lantern Scout either way. Give our Endless One lifelink, swing for 3, go up to 23. So white-blue, our opponent probably just blue-white skies in that case. And we'll end our turn. Would love to play this Bloodbond Vampire next turn, especially if our opponent doesn't drop anything really frightening. Lantern Scout, I'm pretty sure each instance of life gain from each creature with lifelink would give Bloodbond Vampire a +1/+1 counter, so that's pretty awesome, obviously. Okay, another one of those. Question is, would I swing with both if I do draw my land here? I think the answer is probably still yes. We don't have so many allies in our deck that we're like, man, we really want to... Oh, man, well... You know, that's not the best thing to bounce to someone's hand because we get to do it all over again. And we will. Opponent probably worried we had more allies. And we do have one, but we wouldn't have been able to play it. So we're just going to do the same thing we did last turn. Worked pretty well. Let's do it again. I wonder if our opponent has Halimar Tidecaller. That's pretty good when you have the Awaken cards. But Clutch of Currents is an awesome card either way. So... Right, we drop back down to 20 here. Being able to play our Silent Skimmer would certainly be nice. As would playing our Bloodbond Vampire, but we are stuck on very few lands. We can use Complete Disregard on that, so that's pretty awesome. So we can disregard and swing. Well, now we can just use Tandem Tactics. If he just takes 6 here, then I'll probably use Complete Disregard. If he does some blocking, we'll Tandem Tactics it up. Okay. Yeah, we'll just do 6. Drop him to 8. I think we hold on to Complete Disregard, keep it up, ready to use on that Ghostly Sentinel, most likely, at the end of his turn. We are struggling to draw our 4th land, but hasn't seemed too bad. Angel of Renewal, that is a problem. But we can smite that if we draw a land, and we can get through it with our Tandem Tactics. So we're just going to use Complete Disregard to keep him from gaining 1 life and to take 3 less damage this turn. So we'll do that. He goes back up to 11, unfortunately. But we'll swing again next turn, especially if he swings with his 2 flyers, and be ready to use Tandem Tactics. I guess if he blocks our Lantern Scout, it still dies. So maybe I'll just swing with the Endless One. Finally drawing a land is also good, but it's not awesome in this situation. Although, I mean, I guess we can smite the monstrous and swing for 6, can't we? That may be the play, actually. Yeah, I think it is. So kill that, knock him down to 5. And if he keeps being aggressive, then we're going to be pretty happy. This endless one, even as a 3/3, has been doing a lot of work for us. So we'll go down to 12 here, looks like. Nope, just swinging with 1. So makes sense. After the turns and turns of beatdown we've been delivering. This big awaken spell would be not good. Bane of Balaguet, also not good. Okay. That's really bad. Trying to decide what's best to do here. I mean, not good. Did I mention that? We can play our Blood Bond Vampire, swing with both, gain a bunch of life, but he'll kill one of these things, and probably he can kill both of them, actually. So, I mean, we really need to get damage in there. Playing Silent Skimmer can make that happen. We can double block the Bane of Balaguet if we keep stuff back. Could also pay. What happens if I play Stonehaven Medic or Felidar Cub and then hold up Tandem Tactics and double block? I mean, we're going to have to lose lands is the problem to the Bane of Balaguet swinging. So that's just bad. If only we'd hit our lands sooner, we would have been able to get ahead of this thing, but... Man. Yeah, I think we... That's not bad, actually. I think I play Felidar Cub here. I'm going to have to give up lands, of course, when he swings, and then I will use Tandem Tactics to take down the big guy, and he'll only be able to kill one of our creatures in the process, and we'll gain 2 life, so it's not too bad, but yeah, we can't be swinging anymore. Used up our Smite the Monstrous a little too early, perhaps. Just swinging with that, and we exile 2 permanents. I think we exile 2 tapped lands, sadly, for us. And I think we block like that. Gaining life is going to be pretty big, although chances aren't great that we can do it, and our endless one can't be blocked as effectively. So I just triple block it? No, I don't think so. I think we just double block. And be ready to use Tandem Tactics if we have to. If we don't have to, I think I'm okay with that. In fact, I know I'm okay with it. All right. We did get 4 for 1 there if you're keeping score at home, but our opponent's at 5. We need to get this Silent Skimmer out there more than anything. Dampening Pulse, that dampens my hopes, certainly. So we're going to swing here. You mean our opponent's at 5. We have Tandem Tactics for the... well, it won't really be a blowout, but we'll kill one of his guys if he chooses to block. Double block, that is. I mean, if he blocks with one guy, then we don't really care. All right, so fine with me. And then we go Tandem Tactics, take a dude down. We don't have a second creature to choose. I mean, we could choose one of his, but we don't want to. So that kills one of them. Playing that Dampening Pulse shut down us being able to get a 2 for 1 there, but that's okay. Our Felidar Cub could have blown that up. If I knew he had that in his hand, I probably would have played a little differently. We really need to draw lands, like, more than anything. What are you playing with all this mana? Channeler. Okay, well. Oh, man. Yeah. Not awesome. That's for sure. Our Gideon's Approach can kill that. So maybe I swing if he blocks. Yeah, I think that's what we do. I think we just keep, trying to get in there. If he takes 2 here, we're pretty happy. Because then we can just use Gideon's Approach anyway. All right, well. We need to keep being aggressive. He's got 1 card in his hand. We have a creature that can kill him in 3 swings. And should we ever draw more lands, we'll be able to do a little more than that. We are deep into our deck. And we've hit 4 lands, right? Yeah, pretty rough whenever that happens. All right, a 3rd land, a 3rd card is good. A 3rd land, that's what I meant. If we can get to 4, our Silent Skimmer will quickly kill him. Pretty quickly. All right, we're going to play out our Stonehaven Medic because it's all we can do. And we're going to end our turn. It is a 0-3, that's right. How useful is that right now? Dampening Pulse is just such a good card. I think I've posted drafts where I've used it pretty effectively. If I haven't, you're seeing my opponent use it really effectively here. He'd be facing down lethal damage if it weren't for his Dampening Pulse, so. All right, Culling Drone, something we can play at least. So we're going to crack in with this Endless one. Which drops our opponent to 1. And we're going to play a Culling Drone, leave 1 mana up so we can gain a life. And we're going to end our turn. We may end up being able to overcome our opponent. It looks like he got mana flooded. Oh, no. Yeah, that's a problem. He has to leave both his creatures back, though, not to die. So that's interesting. Yeah, so that's what he does. And if we can ever get out our Silent Skimmer, we'll be pumped. But we'll go up to 11. And there it is. There's Silent Skimmer mana. We'll play it. If he can't kill it, he's dead next turn. So see if we manage to steal this one despite getting owned pretty hard at certain stages of the game. Yep, looks like we did it. That was a rough one, but we got there thanks to double blocking a freaking Bane of Balagad who 4-for-1'd us, but we had enough stuff in our hand and drew well enough. Even though we couldn't hit lands, we drew stuff we could cast, and that was really good. I mean, Mindraker's definitely more worth considering when our opponent has a 7-drop like Bane of Balagad. But we don't have that many ways of ingesting. We have, 2 ways of exiling stuff, so it's not really worth it. If we were in the blue-black deck, I'd probably end up siding in a Mindraker in that matchup since our opponent has a higher curve. And hitting that Bane of Balagad, when he has 1 card left in his hand is pretty sweet. That speed bump would never have happened to us in that game, for example. All right, I like this hand. We don't have double black yet, and we have our only card that requires it, but we have a good trick, and 2 creatures we'll probably be able to cast in the near future. Evolving Wilds. So our opponent is White Blue Skies with some pretty sweet Awaken stuff. It's interesting in the early game when he decided to bounce our 3/2 guy who just kept giving lifelink, but I think our opponent was assuming we were just like, our deck was completely loaded with more allies and it would have been even worse for him, but it really wasn't. We didn't really have that much of a better play, and we just ended up getting to gain even more life, and gaining the life we gained in the early game ended up being super relevant in the late game when we were at like 10 life and had to overcome our opponent's board, which was way more developed than ours at various points. So Sky Spawner, such a bastard. Do have Lithomancer's Focus though, which is good against that, but not amazing. I mean, you still only get half the card. We will be swinging with Culling Drone. We'll use Lithomancer's Focus, maybe. Hmm. I think I'm just happy with the trade there, honestly. Save my Lithomancer's focus for a more crucial point in the game. Courier Griffin. It's kind of nice to be able to play our Night Watch first and then our Courier Griffin, but that's obviously getting too cute, and we're going to play our Courier Griffin next turn. Take one here. Okay. I think it's time to complete disregard a Shadow Glider. Lets us use up our mana. And our Lithomancer's focus is slightly less good against that than some other creatures, but we'll play our Griffin now. Jump up to 21. We have Tandem Tactics now, which, as you saw, especially in round 1, I think it was, is pretty sweet with Bloodbond Vampire, so that would be nice. Kozilek's Channeler, okay, well, our Courier Griffin plus Lithomancer's focus is a pretty sweet combo there. I'm going to play Stonehaven Medic. I think I'm just going to pass the turn. If he uses this to add a bunch of mana to his mana pool and plays his, his Bane of Balaget again, it's going to be bad, but we can use Lithomancer's focus to, well, it actually won't be that good. We would still get 4 for 1 even, because we wouldn't be able to kill it. So we'd get put in a similar situation, except we weren't like dominating the early game like we were this time. I will, however, block here with Courier Griffin and use Lithomancer's focus, if we can make that happen. So we'll do that. And Lithomancer's focus. See if he counters it or has his own trick. Looks like he does not. Take that thing down. Good. Looks like we have stabilized to some degree. We do want another black mana, or any other mana really, to play out our big guy here, but we'll play McKindy Patrol here and swing with both our dudes. We drafted 2 of those, and I think that's the first one we've actually played, strangely enough. I'm actually not a huge fan of McKindy Patrol, but when you have a Lantern Scout or whatever, the life gain guy, having a lot of those triggers is nice. Drops our opponent 17, and we can also gain 1 life. So 2 allies in our hand, so we're going to get some more vigilant swings going. He has Bane of Balaget mana now, which sucks, but we can get around it. We're just going to take this Scion. I have a feeling he's just attacking because he wants to or something. I don't know. I just feel like there's the likelihood of a trick there was too high. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Well, see you later, creatures. If we draw some lands, we'll be able to recover from this okay. Sheer drop, not a creature. So, or a land, rather. We will end the turn. Struggled with lands in this matchup, but we do have sheer drop to help us get back ahead should we need to. Benthic Infiltrator in a blue-white deck is a little interesting. Shadow Glider. Alright, McKindy Patrol is not awful. Does represent some more action and makes our other allies in our hand pretty good, but we really need to hit a land, man. We had not struggled really to hit lands at all so far, but against this guy in both games so far, we've struggled. Now, we managed to steal game 1 anyway, and we could still do that here, but that planar outburst was pretty brutal. We were way further ahead last time when we got sort of developmentally challenged. An Endless One would have been great, but I'm kind of glad he didn't hit a swamp or something like that. Another Shadow Glider joins the fray. All right, we did it. I think we dropped the Night Watch first. All right, get some vigilance going. Swing. And we have sheer drop to deal with these evasive creatures. And in a couple more turns, we can sheer drop Awaken if that's what we decide we want to do. So, you may have Merc Strider. Like, That's a good reason to run Benthic Infiltrator. All right, we take 5 here. Hopefully he doesn't follow it up with a big play of some kind. Seems like he may, though. Drawn his Emissary would have been nice, especially with that. Okay, Angel Renewal. Not the hugest play, especially with what we have in our hand, but definitely an annoying play. Kozilek's Channeler, huh? I think I'd rather play our Bloodbond Vampire. So we're going to take 4, 6, 8, 9 next turn. But we're going to sheer drop that Angel. And we're going to gain some life back with Tandem Tactics. Ideally, next turn we can do both of those things potentially. So, yeah, we swing with this. Actually, if I'd left mana up, I could have used Tandem Tactics to give my guy flying, which might have been better. Didn't really think about it. I should have, obviously, but I did not. So, but sheer drop plus Tandem Tactics. We can use the Tandem Tactics to block one of these guys later and sheer drop the big Angel this turn. 4, 6, 8, 9 drops us to 4. So that's bad, as I'm sure you're aware. But we're not quite dead. We're close, though. We're getting there. This is going to be a hard one to win. Especially when he does that. Ouch. I don't know if we have any way out now. We can awaken, sheer drop, but that's not that great. We can use Tandem Tactics to give this flying, to block. I have to kill this with sheer drop. I think I have a way to survive a little bit longer, but I don't think I have a way to win. But we'll just have to see, I guess. We're gonna drop sheer drop on this Angel, not with awaken. I'm gonna use Tandem Tactics to pump these both up, block the Bane of Balaged, and block this, and we'll go down to 1. But pretty sure we're still toast, but hey, we'll play it out. See what happens. It'll be a pretty sweet turn for like, you know, he'll think we're pretty much dead, and that may ruin everything. No, we can still kill the Bane of Balaged, so at least there's that. But we're gonna have to do it earlier than we normally would, like after he attacks. All right, he attacks with everything. We're gonna go Tandem Tactics. Pump both of these. The reason I have to do it before he attacks is so that our Calastria Nightwatch can get flying. Oh yeah, and the Bloodbound Vampire gets extra big too. I kind of forgot about that. All right, we will exile 2 permanents. Basically need to hold on to our creatures to live for another turn, so we will take him down, go to lower life, but maybe we can recover. Drawing some more removal would help, but I don't think we have a whole lot else that can save us. All right, we dropped to 3, so he has lethal. Anyway, hit our Lantern Scout, which would have been awesome right there. Oh my god. Why? Yeah, now we're dead. All right. If we'd drawn that Lantern Scout, we would have bought ourselves so much. Well, not a lot more. We'd have swung for 4 and gained 4. Put us up to 7, but would have bought us a considerable amount of time. At least 1 or 2 more turns. But yeah, we finally got housed there. That dampening field, I guess, didn't play a huge role in us losing, but it was annoying. Yeah, don't really have anything to side in against this guy. I wish I had something that said your opponent cannot play Bane of Balaged, because that thing has really messed us up. Even in the game we won, like, the only reason we won is because we did a huge amount of damage in the early game and we're able to recover. So, okay, I think I keep this. We have a turn 2 Felidar Cub, turn 3, 3/3 Endless One. We do need to draw black. But hopefully that happens and things go smoothly. I'll play our Cub out there in the turn. I may wait until turn 4 or 5 to play Endless One, depending on what my opponent's up to. Alright, we drew black. So now I think I just play the Culling Drone this turn. And then maybe on turn 4 drop Endless One. So we've got another aggressive start this time. Something we didn't have in the last game. Alright, well, that's an annoying blocker for now. Hey, we can take it down if we want to. I don't know that we do. Doesn't seem to have anything that we need to worry about. Right? He hasn't played Merc Strider or anything like that. I think I'd rather hold on to the Lithomancer's Focus for something that's a bigger problem. And we'll drop Endless One now as a 4/4. Use our mana efficiently. Just want to top deck a Lantern Scout right now. Probably get ingested again. Although it's kind of a rough board for our opponent to swing into when he has a good blocker. Although it's can't really block anything but the 2/2s. The Endless One can run it over, but I mean, I don't know. If he can't drop like play a removal spell here or something. Okay, well that's a very good card to have in this situation. That is for sure. I wonder if he still swings here, if he's going to plan on like triple blocking. Oh god, if he's going to triple block, our Lithomancer's Focus is going to be beautiful. If he has his own Lithomancer's Focus, we're going to be kind of sad, but it's not the end of the world. We're going to play our McKindy Patrol, everything Vigilance, and swing with everything. We have not seen Lithomancer's Focus yet. I guess we won't be that sad. Everything will just bounce off of everything else. So, okay, interesting. I'm okay with that trade. And I'm okay with doing 4 to you as well. Okay, I think I use Focus here to take down both of those. Leave his board pretty destitute. And, oh, I can't take down both of them, even with Focus. So, do I want to use Focus here to save this guy, since he's going to kill both of these? Or do I want to use it here to kill that? I mean, I'll kill a creature and hold on to my Culling Drone. I think that's better. I think that's what I do here. In some ways, I'm like more concerned about the Eldrazi Scion ramping him into his big dude, like, honestly. So I think I put damage like that. And maybe just use Lithomancer's Focus here. Yeah, we're going to use our Focus. He has Dampening Field, so saving our dude is a bigger deal than it seems. Yeah, we'll go for it. We'll use our Focus. Normally, it's not a good idea to let the Benthic Infiltrator survive, but because our opponent, the biggest thing he's done to us both games is play a freaking Benthic Infiltrator. Not Benthic Infiltrator, Bane of Balaguet, and we want to, like, slow his development down. We are down to 1 card in our hand, which is pretty frightening. But we have a pretty good board state. I would still love to top deck our Lifelink dude. Like Shadow Glider, not great for him right now. Nor is Mist Intruder, but it does allow him to do some multi-blocks. So I'd like to draw action, not a land. Hey, how about that? We'll play our Lantern Scout, which is pretty awesome right here, obviously. And I think I swing with everything. He can block. He can even double block or triple block our endless one. Um, but I think that's okay. We just got to keep hoping we draw well. We got to remember he has planar outburst, incidentally. If he does that right now, we're going to be pretty sad. All right, he's looking to take that guy down. He might have planar outburst in his hand right now, based on his decisions here. Probably should have thought about that, but I think no matter what, it was right to play out my Lantern Scout. Now we can start holding back a little, maybe, but you know, it's hard to know. We have 28 life, so hopefully that buys us time, like it did in the first game, where we were able to sort of, turtle our way to the win after we dropped into 5 and he wiped our board. But I'm not making any guarantees about that. What's an ideal draw right now? I guess our 4/5 Calastria guy would be pretty sweet. Give everything lifelink again. Angel of Renewal. Okay. That is a nuisance. That is not bad, especially because we have a land in our hand. I guess I'm actually going to swing with our endless one first. Yeah, I'm okay trading with the 4/4. And I'm also okay trading with that thing. Yeah. Deal. Do not want to play our land. And we want to play our Geyserfield Stalker. Maybe I shouldn't have, once again, because he may have planar outburst, but I don't think he would have played his Angel of Renewal if he had it. He would have just dropped it right there and gotten a pretty good deal. May have just top decked it, which would be bad for us. But, yeah, let's see if he's got it. Clutch of Currents with Awaken is pretty gross right here. Does not attack, though, so we're still sort of... This does make his planar outburst really good. And we drew another land, which kind of isn't awesome right now. Would have liked to draw some more action, but we'll play our Geyserfield Stalker. And we'll end our turn. Planar outburst right now would keep his island alive and kill everything else. Cloud Manta, okay. All right, Courier Griffin is not bad. We'll play a land here. Pump up our Geyserfield Stalker. And I think we swing. Even just trading for one thing right now is pretty big. Yeah, I mean, if he blocks... Oh, he's taking it. That is interesting. Do I play my Courier Griffin? He's got one card left in his hand. I think I play it. I think I gamble and play the Griffin. It'll put enough pressure on him. And at least we get effect out of it either way, so. Go up to 30. Planar outburst would be so bad. So bad. Looks like he's not drawing what he wants, though. Which for us is good. So we're going to play land. And we're going to attack into this board again with both our Courier Griffin. I mean, if he can't take the 5, and so he'll probably block here. I'll probably kill the land and take the Cloud Manta down and then be back to a board where I can just start swinging into the Infiltrator. So, whoa, you're dead if you take. Maybe he knows that and is just giving up. Oh no, removal. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. We're back in this situation. What's an ideal draw? Any of our allies, basically, would be great. But I guess the one who gets +1/+1 counters for every time I gain life would be ideal. Did we already play that was the last game, right? Yeah. He's kind of forcing our hand and going to kind of make us have to develop the board more unless we start drawing. God, why, Bane of Balaged? Why do you hate me so much? Jeez. Well, we keep drawing that when we see Bane of Balaged, but he can still kill both of our creatures. Like, doesn't really matter, you know? Ugh. Jeez. That is bad. His Bane of Balaged loves him. Got him down to 5. If we draw well from here, we might be okay, but we have to draw well. Let's see what he does. If he just attacks with that. Oh, no, he can't kill both of our creatures if we tandem tactics. I was doing math wrong. They'll have 5 and 9 toughness, so we'll only be able to kill one of them. So we're going to exile Plains and a Plains because we do need double black, although we have a black in our hand. But and then we're going to block this dude. So he wants to kill that, does he? Every time I think we've seen Bane of Balaged, we've been able to do some tandem tactics. So he did take out the better one, of course, because why wouldn't he? But we get to get rid of him and hold on to a creature on the board. Well, going up to 32, which is not irrelevant. Don't play another Bane of Balaged. Okay, that's bad. At least he did it in his second main phase so he couldn't swing. Ooh, well, that can take down one of them. We're going to play McKindy Patrol. Surprise, surprise. And I'll probably use Lithomancer's Focus to kill one of these dudes. It's important to remember that lands are also colorless, so. Alright, yeah, I'd rather take down a land than I would the Benthic Infiltrator. It's interesting he decided not to swing. It's not like we have haste or anything in these colors, so. So we'll kill a land, drop to 29. Just keep fighting here. Keep fighting the good fight. It's been a very good match. Ooh, well, another flyer isn't great news, but it's not the end of the world either. And we have a Stonehaven Medic to make us live even longer. And we'll end our turn. Planar Outburst would be bad news. I'll probably double block this island if he swings with it, honestly. And take it down. He'd only kill one of my creatures, so it's not a bad trade. He can just start swinging for 2 a turn if he wants. Swinging for 1 a turn is not going to get the job done when we have Stonehaven Medic. But if he swings with that, I'll double block. So his Planar Outburst will also impact him if he draws it. So, like, he won't hold on to his island and be, like, you know, happy. All right, so we're going to double block here. I mean, it's not something that's crucial we do immediately, is the thing. So maybe I don't. Yeah, I'll just take it. We're at so much life. I don't need to double block it right now. Slowing down his development seems good, but not amazing. Okay. Not what I wanted to see, deck, but, you know, whatever. If we draw a Sheer Drop, we'll be pretty happy. We'll have a creature that can survive a Planar Outburst. That's one reason I do want to double block that pretty badly, is because if he plays Planar Outburst right now, I'm going to be so mad. No, but that's pretty bad too. Keeps us from being able to double block and kill that thing. Swing with everything. I guess I understand why he's not. Drop back down to 22. We'll gain 1 at the end of his turn. That Dampening Pulse has been the bane of our existence. As has the Bane of Balaged, but Dampening Pulse has been even worse. Hey, Sheer Drop. That is nice. I am going to empty my hand here. Actually, yeah, I did need to if I want to be able to swing. So we're going to go sheer drop, kill that, animate this. It'll only be a 2-3. Awesome. But hey, you know, better than nothing. And now we are happier with a planar outburst than our opponent is. And we can get in for 1 damage right here. Take him down to 4, which is not irrelevant. So, and we killed his his scariest creature. So, go to 4. That's right. Don't get to gain life this turn, but I think it's a fair trade. Does he have another Bane of Balaged? He's only 1 mana away from it if he does. Does he keep swinging? No. Just as I expected. We are running low on time, believe it or not. After the first 2 matches were very fast. We swing with both. Yeah, he can't double block and kill either of them, so swinging with both gets us in for 1 at least. Or trades with that or whatever. Oh no, Inspired Charge! Ugh, that is big. That's real big. Okay, kills both our dudes. His dudes live, and we need to start building up our board again if we ever want to kill him. So, and we only have 4.5 minutes to do it. Stonehaven Medic. Don't let me down. Mortuary Mire, that actually would have been nice. God, of course he ingested it the one time where I would have been like, awesome. Don't play another Bane of Balaged. Don't be that guy. All right, we go to 22. McKindy Patrol, it is. And we end our turn. We still do have a lot of time because of all the life we can gain. We don't have a lot of literal time, as you can see, but we have a fair amount of time. Freaking Dampening Pulse. Shutting me down. Just going to gain 1 life now. Take 2. What have you ingested? Smite the Monstrous Mortuary Mire. That Mortuary Mire is the saddest inclusion, and that is bad. Ooh. This was big for us before, remember? Played a big part in us being able to win game 1 despite Dampening Pulse and helping us get over the hump when our opponent was almost dead, and it can do the same thing here. If he can't kill it, we'll kill him in 2 turns with Silent Skimmer. If I had a second one of those, I would have sided it in, but I would have mainboarded too if I had to, probably, so may not be relevant. What are you doing with all this mana? I don't think I'm going to like it. He may be Planar Outburst plus Awakening, which would be bad. Real bad. It looks like a real possibility. Yep, it just happened. All right, we're going to gain 1. Whole board gets nuked. He gets a 4/4 land and starts beating us with it. This has been a crazy game. Crazy game. Ooh, another card that can help us win, even when it has less power. So at least we have that too. Drawing that was pretty good. Does he bash? I mean, he can't block this, so I don't know why he wouldn't. Tightening Coils, okay. We still get to drain 1, which is relevant, and we'll end our turn. Crazy, crazy match. One of the better ones I've had in this format. It's been a lot of fun. Win or lose. Our opponent had a sweet deck, and I think ours is sweet too, and that Complete Disregard does nothing right now, but that probably won't matter unless he can kill Drana's Emissary in a couple turns. Oh no, okay, well, that is going to speed our demise, although we have Complete Disregard. So, do we play our Channeler? No, we can't also play Complete Disregard, so we don't want to. Oh, God. Drops us to 5. And we use Drawn as Emissary to drain him for 1. Wow. We drew really well to draw our dude and then Drawn as Emissary, our Silent Skimmer, and then Drawn as Emissary. So we had a lot of luck in our favor in that match. Even though we got kind of mana screwed in 2 of the games, that was a lot of fun. So managed to 3-0 with that deck. We had some sweet cards. We even picked up an Ugin's Insight we didn't play. So thanks for watching. The first 2 matches were really fast, and this last